The day before my due date, my husband forced me to go winter swimming to please his white moonlight. I refused, shivering in my down jacket by the lake. My husband's white moonlight, Lin Manshue, kicked my down jacket open and sneered, pointing at the frozen lake. Sister-in-law, you look like a dumpling. Jumping down and splashing around would be hilarious. The onlookers were filming with their phones, jeering as Zhou Shiyan, my husband, dragged me by the arm towards the ice hole. Hurry up and get in. Schwerer is finally happy, don't spoil the mood. I struggled desperately, but Lin Manshue slammed her high heel into my stomach. Oops, my hand slipped. Sister-in-law, you can't even take a joke, can you? The moment the icy water went over my chest, my limbs went numb, and all I could hear were the piercing jeers. Look, ice is forming on her belly. She looks like a frozen penguin. Shiyan, put an iron bucket on her head. She's guaranteed to go viral. Zhou Shiyan actually brought a bucket of ice water and poured it over my head. My vision went black, and ice shards choked my throat. I was dragged ashore by my hair before I completely lost consciousness. What are you pretending to be dead? Schwerer said winter swimming is good for pregnant women. Don't give me that stink face, or I'll throw you back in the frozen lake. I lay in the snow and dialed the emergency number without hesitation. This beast doesn't deserve to be a father. Doctor, please schedule a termination, as soon as possible. The hand holding the ultrasound trembled violently, and ice water dripped onto the floor. A nurse gasped and brought a blanket. I stood there, staring at the blurry face on the ultrasound. 10 months of fetal movement, now like a final farewell. Zhou Shiyan burst into the examination room as I finished signing the abortion consent form. He picked up the medical record and slammed it into my forehead. Shen Xingwan, are you crazy? You dare kill my son. Schwerer was just joking. Are you that sensitive? The baby in your belly is mine. Why would I hurt him? This is the man who once claimed to love me. The man who, the day before my due date, disregarded my life and made me go winter swimming like a clown. I pointed to the purple bruises on my collarbone. It's you and your white moonlight who want to kill him. When you told me to swim in the frozen lake, why didn't you say you wanted to kill your son? When you held my head under the ice, why didn't you think about this being your son? Zhou Shiyan ignored me, grabbing my wrist and dragging me out of the examination room. I stumbled and knocked over a chair in the corridor. You dare bring my child here for an abortion? Schwerer kindly taught you pregnancy exercises, and you repay her with evil? You don't even want your son just to spite me. I protected my lower abdomen, the cold from the frozen lake still in my bones. I was in so much pain I couldn't speak. At this moment, the doctor came over with the examination results. The pregnant woman has severe hypothermia, leading to placental abruption, and a termination must be performed immediately. Any further delay will cause massive bleeding, resulting in 2 lives lost. He stared at the examination results. Is it because of the winter swimming? Is the termination because of the winter swimming? Then Zhou Shiyan paused, his tone softened. Don't blame Schwerer, it's not her fault. Schwerer has always been delicate, you have to let her have her way. And she's doing it for your own good. I heard that doing some intense exercise before giving birth makes it easier to have a natural delivery. That way you'll suffer less, right? She means well, don't make a fuss here. It's no use struggling, listen to the doctor and get the termination done. Get your body back in shape sooner, and we can have more children. I stared at his twisted face and suddenly remembered the night he proposed. He knelt in the snow and said, "From now on, my life is yours, I will always treat you well." How ironic, he once gave me life. Now he's the one taking it. I laughed with tears in my eyes. For my own good? For my own good is to almost kill me and my child? For my own good is wanting me to freeze to death in the frozen lake. I pulled open my collar. The ice shards inside the down jacket hadn't melted yet. Do you need me to strip naked and show you how good you've been to me? Zhou Shiyan reached out and gently touched my head. Xingwan, I was confused today, only thinking about Schwerer, and ignoring your feelings. I'll say sorry to you, let's just forget about this. The baby in your belly is my son. I would never hurt my own child. Don't worry, I'll give you another child next year. This is my promise to you, it's always valid. Xingwan, please forgive me this time. If you don't want to forgive me, then I'll go jump in the frozen lake too. It's too late, Zhou Shiyan. Every time you ignored me and hurt me for Lin Manxue. We're already over. I closed my eyes, just like how I used to forgive him after he apologized. But this time, I've really given up. Zhou Shiyan thought I had forgiven him, just like before. He was overjoyed. Xingwan, you rest first. I have something to do, I'll see you tomorrow. Zhou Shiyan had just left for half an hour when Lin Manxue updated her moments. In the video, Zhou Shiyan was applying frostbite ointment to her, with our wedding room as the background. The caption on the 9-grid post read, "He said my feet were pretty and was willing to use his mouth to apply the medicine for me. His tongue felt so soft, I was so shy. He also said some people are like old sweaters, and you only realize they don't keep you warm anymore after you take them off." The comments section was full of ambiguous teasing, and mutual friends likes formed a long line. I liked her moments and commented 99. The next second, Zhou Shiyan sent a 60-second voice message barrage. It was dozens of degrees below zero at Binga today, so cold. Schwer's feet were frostbitten trying to get you. What's wrong with me taking care of her? You're in the hospital being taken care of. She has no one at home. She can only rely on me. I turned off my phone and pressed the nurse call button. In a daze, I heard the doctor shout, "Prepare for surgery." As the anesthetic was injected into my veins, I seemed to be back at Bingu again. Zhou Shiyan was holding up his phone and recording, Lin Manxue's laughter piercing my eardrums. "Shiyan, let her crawl around on the ice. The more she crawls, the easier it will be for big sister-in-law to give birth. Look. Ice shards are forming on her belly. She looks like a frozen penguin." And at that time, I was stripped of my last shred of dignity in front of the camera. 3 days later, I finally woke up. My best friend was already sitting by the bed with a divorce agreement in her hand. "I told you a long time ago that Zhou Shiyan was no good, but you wouldn't listen, and now you know you regret it. He took Lin Manxue to Hokkaido to ski. He's a beast. His own wife is in this state, and he still has the heart to go skiing." She bit her lip and handed me the phone. In the video, Zhou Shiyan was putting a thick fleece-lined jacket on Lin Manxue and putting on her gloves and headgear. His movements were gentle, as if treating a treasure. The wedding ring on his ring finger seemed to mock me. The screen was filled with comments. "Shishue CP is so sweet. The original wife should step down." I stared intently at the layers of equipment on Lin Manxue's body. I remembered the ruthlessness with which Zhou Shiyan pushed me into Bingu that day. No one cared that I was about to give birth, not even the child's father. Since that's the case, then I don't care either. I turned off the screen and immediately put my fingerprint on the agreement. After being discharged from the hospital, I went home alone. When I opened the door, Lin Manxue was sitting on the sofa wearing my pajamas. Zhou Shiyan's tie and underwear were scattered at her feet. "Wow, sister-in-law, you're out of the hospital? Why didn't you say anything in advance? I would have prepared something. We just got back from skiing in Hokkaido, and the house isn't ready for anything. Look, there aren't any blankets in the house now. Brother Shiyan was afraid I'd catch a cold, so he insisted on putting the blanket from your bed on my bed. Don't worry, sister-in-law, I told him off. You're his wife. What is he doing to me?" I listened to her coquettish laughter and felt a sneer in my heart. Zhou Shiyan saw that I wasn't speaking and poked his head out of the kitchen, his apron covered in cream. "Xingwan, don't be so petty. Schwer has no one at home. She's scared living alone. Don't be so insensitive. Our house is so big. Schwer is so thin, she won't take up much space. It's okay." "Oh right, Xingwan, Schwer wants to eat cake. Now that you're out of the hospital, come and help out." I stared at the cake container in his hand. During my pregnancy, I had low blood sugar, and every time I asked him to bring back some cake, he always forgot, so I often had a painful stomach ache in the middle of the night. The luxury item, I begged him for 3 months to buy. He was actually willing to put on an apron that he had never worn before and go to the kitchen to make it himself. Sure enough, no matter how hard a person who is not loved tries, they will not be happy. Zhou Shiyan was getting impatient. "Are you listening to me? Did winter swimming make you deaf? Schwer has a bad stomach. Can you afford to delay her eating? Before he could finish speaking, Lin Manxue suddenly rushed towards me. She knocked me down, her foot stepping on my fingers. Oh dear, Shiyan, I was busy helping sister-in-law carry her bag. I was running too fast, and the diamond ring you gave me fell into the sofa cushions. Zhou Shiyan rushed over and grabbed my hand. Go find it for Schwer. She dropped the ring because of you. Schwer hurt her leg while skiing in Hokkaido, and her frostbite from the lakeside last time hasn't healed yet. She can't bend over. So you go pick up the ring from the sofa cushions. He only remembered that Lin Manxue was injured, but forgot that I had just returned from the hospital. In fact, I was more seriously injured than Lin Manxue. I watched Lin Manxue wink at me, with an expression of being certain to win. I turned and went into the bedroom. The scene was momentarily awkward. Lin Manxue ran outside while crying. I'm so sorry, sister-in-law, it's all my fault. How could I let you pick up the ring for me? This is your home. I'm the one who should leave. Zhou Shiyan saw this and chased after her, pulling her into his arms. Schwer, what are you doing? Are you trying to embarrass me? I already said this is your home. How could I let you leave? She's the one who should leave. You have a stomach ailment, and your stomach must be feeling awful. He turned to glare at me, his eyes like ice. Quickly apologize to Schwer, and say that you didn't do it on purpose. Schwer is kind. She won't blame you. If you don't apologize, don't blame me for being rude. I have plenty of ways to deal with you. He pointed to the ring in the sofa crack. And this, you pushed it in there. You'll have to kneel down and get it out. I clenched my fists, trembling slightly. I didn't do anything. She's the one who put the ring in there. You feel sorry for her for hurting her leg, but I just got out of the hospital. Don't you know I? He picked up the ashtray from the coffee table and threw it at me. Shut up. You still have the nerve to talk. Schwer was being considerate and carried your bag for you. But you don't have any gratitude. Instead you lost her ring. Can what I saw with my own eyes be false? You're just asking for it. The ashtray grazed my cheek, which burned with pain. A hint of guilt flashed in Zhou Shiyan's eyes, and he was about to step forward to check my wound. Xingwan, I didn't mean to. Lin Manxue held out her hand, which was bleeding for some unknown reason, and sobbed in his arms. It's all my fault causing you to quarrel. When I was carrying the bag for sister-in-law just now, sister-in-law didn't trust me. It's right for her to stab me with a needle. I looked at her hand, which she had stabbed herself in the chaos. Upon hearing this, Zhou Shiyan dragged me straight to the balcony. Since you like to cause trouble so much, reflect on it properly outside. I'll let you in when you apologize to Schwer. Remember, you can't blame anyone, this is your atonement. The security balcony door slammed shut behind me, and the cold wind whipped my face like knives. I curled up in the corner, looking into the glass door. Lin Manxue was curled up on the sofa with hot cocoa. Zhou Shiyan was kneeling on one knee, carefully applying ointment to her. The sub-zero wind blew on my body, as cold as that day in the icy lake. I remembered that nightmare again. Zhou Shiyan held my head and pushed me into the ice hole. Lin Manxue held up her phone and recorded. Brother Shiyan, let her swim a little longer, it's good for the fetus. The glass door suddenly opened, and Zhou Shiyan threw out a thin blanket. Don't play dead. Schwer said it's cold outside, and told me to find a blanket for you. See, she's always been looking out for you. I stared at the blanket with Lin Manxue's lipstick print on it, and suddenly laughed. What are you laughing at? Do you believe I'll make you freeze here all night? Schwer is just too kind, we shouldn't have bothered with you. I closed my eyes and turned my head away. Zhou Shiyan cursed and went back into the house. When I opened my eyes again, the scene before me was Lin Manxue wearing my nightgown, standing barefoot on the balcony glass door. I knew this was Zhou Shiyan's punishment for me refusing the blanket he offered. Lin Manxue looked at me provocatively and smiled. Brother Shiyan's sister-in-law is watching outside. Isn't this a little inappropriate? Sister-in-law will be jealous when she sees this. Zhou Shiyan wrapped his arms around her waist from behind, his palms caressing her intimately. She should see it, so she can learn how to serve a man. The glass door steamed up with their body heat. Lin Manxue drew a heart with her finger. Her eyes seemed to say, "Sister-in-law, aren't Brother Shiyan and I a good match?" Zhou Shiyan's kiss landed on her neck, and his pants rubbed against the glass door, making a nauseating sound. He panted heavily. "Shuer, draw back the curtains, so she can see clearly and know what it means to serve a man." I looked at the two figures overlapping in the room. Zhou Shiyan's movements were gentle, treating Lin Manxue as if she were a fragile treasure. I remembered his roughness towards me during sex all this time. Suddenly I laughed, but the tears couldn't stop falling. So he wasn't incapable of being gentle. He just gave all his gentleness to someone else. Lin Manxue giggled and pulled down the nightgown slipping off her shoulders. "Brother Shiyan's sister-in-law is shivering. Hurry up and go out and see her. I'm afraid something will happen to her." But Zhou Shiyan only focused on nibbling on her earlobe. "Serves her right. Who told her to be unappreciative? If she could be as obedient as you, I wouldn't treat her like this. After all, she's my wife of 10 years. If she sincerely humbled herself to me, I wouldn't ignore her." Zhou Shiyan finally opened the door and let me out. I didn't cry or make a fuss, and started packing my luggage. Taking advantage of their renewed lovemaking in the bedroom, I took a taxi to the airport. Not long after I left, I received a video from Lin Manxue. "Sister-in-law, are you out? Could you buy me and Shiyan some condoms? Shiyan came too many times yesterday and we're out. I am a free woman. Unlike you, I won't bear children for a man. Even for Shiyan I won't. You housewives can't understand the thoughts of us new generation of independent women." Lin Manxue was deliberately trying to provoke me. She thought I would be like I used to be. To scold her angrily, only to be misunderstood by Zhou Shiyan. But this time, I just glanced at the message on the screen, saving everything, including the video. Did she really think that after experiencing so much humiliation, I would still be heartbroken by her frivolous words? I don't want this kind of love. I picked up my phone and called my best friend. The divorce agreement is ready to be given to Zhou Shiyan, plus the video that idiot just sent me. Solid proof of cheating during the marriage. I'm going to make sure he leaves with nothing. My best friend applauded. "It should have been done a long time ago. Trust me, all the family property will be yours." Half an hour later, Zhou Shiyan called, immediately launching into a tirade of accusations. "What's wrong with you? You've been gone for so long and you haven't come back. Didn't Shuer ask you to buy condoms? It's all your fault because you came back late. I couldn't help but ejaculate inside. Do you know how harmful contraceptive pills are to a girl? I think you deliberately wanted Shuer to take medicine." I just wanted to laugh at his words. I remembered when I first got together with Zhou Shiyan. He was young and had a strong desire. But I didn't want children so early. At that time, he would roughly enter without even wearing a condom. There was no comfort after it was over. He just kept forcing me to take medicine, afraid of being responsible if I got pregnant. I painstakingly persuaded him to wear a condom, and even found many science videos. He only reluctantly agreed to wear a condom. But now, even if Lin Manxue doesn't say anything, he will actively request it. Even after ejaculating inside, he is reluctant for Lin Manxue to take medicine. I chuckled lightly. "That's perfect. Don't even take the medicine, just give birth if you're pregnant. Then get a DNA test, which will be useful for the divorce lawsuit." Zhou Shiyan sighed. "Xingwan, didn't you sleep well yesterday? You're confused. How could I marry Lin Manxue? Besides, what divorce are you talking about? What DNA test? What nonsense are you talking about? Do you know that our 10th anniversary is coming up soon? I've already chosen the place to celebrate in the Maldives. At that time, I'll take you diving. I specially prepared the biggest and most beautiful coral forest for you. Isn't that your favorite?" Before I could speak, an announcement sounded at the airport. "Attention passengers, flight CA987 to Paris is about to depart. Please board as soon as possible." Zhou Shiyan heard it, and was confused for a moment. "What flight? Why does it sound so much like the airport? Xingwan, where are you?" I sneered. "I've already signed the divorce agreement. You cheated during the marriage, The evidence is conclusive. Just wait to leave with nothing. As soon as I finished speaking, I hung up the phone and turned to board the plane. Zhou Shiyan's voice was filled with panic as he shouted into the phone. Don't you want me anymore? But I could no longer hear him. Zhou Shiyan rushed into the law firm, his eyes bloodshot. He stared intently at my best friend. Where's Xingwan? Why won't she see me? It must be you stirring up trouble. You've disliked me ever since Xingwan and I first met. Now that Xingwan's gone, you're happy, you're satisfied, right? You gossiping busybody who ruins other people's marriages. If Xingwan really leaves, you're an accomplice, and I won't forgive you. My best friend pushed up her glasses and slid the divorce agreement in front of him. Whether you forgive me or not has nothing to do with me. Even Xingwan doesn't want to see you, and I definitely don't want to talk to you. Just as you said. I knew you weren't a good person from the moment Xingwan met you. But she wouldn't listen, and now she's finally woken up. Sign it, don't waste each other's time, and let her go. A scumbag like you doesn't deserve her at all. Zhou Shiyan slammed his hand on the table. I won't sign. I want to see her. I know she's in Paris. I want her to say these things to my face. My best friend sneered. See you? See how you knelt before Lin Manxue and humiliated Xingwan? See how you hurt her again and again for Lin Manxue's sake? See you and Lin Manxue having an affair in your marital home? You beast, do you even know what you've done to Xingwan? Zhou Shiyan froze. What nonsense are you talking about? Don't make false accusations here. I only ever treated Lin Manxue as a friend. I never thought about divorcing Xingwan. Only Xingwan is my only wife, and the only madam of the Zhou family. My best friend opened her tablet and played the video that Lin Manxue had sent me on the way to the airport that day. In the video, Lin Manxue was wearing my nightgown, straddling him. And there was the last message Lin Manxue sent me. Sister-in-law, hurry up and make a fuss. The bigger the fuss you make, the more benefits your little sister can get. If you can tolerate this, you're a ninja turtle. Sister-in-law, don't even think about complaining. Who do you think Shiyanji will believe, you or me? His face instantly turned pale. This is fake. Swear would never say that. Would never what? She approached you to bring down the Zhou family. And you're so stupid you thought she was throwing herself at you because she really thought of you as a brother, you idiot. My best friend then clicked on an audio recording. Lin Manxue's voice echoed in the conference room. The plan is almost successful. Now Zhou Shiyan only knows how to bully Shen Xingwan. I think Shen Xingwan has had enough. Zhou Shiyan is such an idiot. Does he really think I love him? He should think about how old he is. A stinky man nearly 30 years old. Only a stupid woman like Xingwan would like. But I've had enough of putting up with it. They're about to break up now. When they divorce, we'll make money while things are chaotic. As long as I cry and act cute, and say I'm pregnant, that idiot Zhou Shiyan will definitely take the bait. Once we get the money, we'll leave. Zhou Shiyan collapsed into the chair, his fingers digging deep into his hair. Impossible, Schwer wouldn't do that. Would never what? My best friend pushed the documents forward. Would never take advantage of your divorce lawsuit with Xingwan to run away with the money? Or would never turn around and find another sugar daddy after you gave up everything for her? He suddenly looked up, his eyes bloodshot. Where's Xingwan? I want to see her. My best friend looked at him and sneered. See her? See how you almost drowned her in the frozen lake? See how you forced her to have an abortion? See how you wounded her beyond repair? Or see how she endured her husband having an affair in their marital home, right in front of her? Zhou Shiyan murmured to himself. I was wrong. I really know I was wrong. Then sign it. Don't delay her starting a new life. He tremblingly picked up the pen, but stopped before putting it down and threw the pen away. No, Xingwan won't leave me, she loves me. As long as Lin Manxue is punished, as long as Lin Manxue apologizes to her, as long as Lin Manxue goes through all the suffering and the sins that Xingwan has endured, Xingwan will understand my feelings. She will understand that she's the only one in my heart. Then she will forgive me. That's how it will be. Zhou Shiyan staggered out. He didn't hear my best friend's words. There's no turning back, stop deceiving yourself. And don't hurt Xingwan anymore. Every time you appear, it's a cruelty to her. Zhou Shiyan found Lin Manxue in the airport's VIP lounge. She was clutching a ticket to a foreign country in her hand. Shiyan, why are you here? She stood up, feigning surprise. Zhou Shiyan grabbed her wrist and threw a phone in front of her. Explain this. What exactly do you mean by those words in the video? In the video, Lin Manxue was sneering at the phone. That idiot Zhou Shiyan, he actually thinks I love him? But I've finally had enough. Those two are about to break up. Once they get divorced, we'll make a fortune while things are chaotic. After we get the money, we'll leave. Her smile instantly froze, and her mouth began to tremble. This is fake. Shiyan, believe me, someone is trying to frame me. We've been together for so long. You know what kind of person I am, you should believe me. I've always been thinking of you. I've never thought of hurting you. Frame you? Zhou Shiyan ripped open her suitcase, and bundles of cash and jewelry spilled onto the floor. Is this also a frame-up? Lin Manxue's face was ashen. She still wanted to argue, but he dragged her out of the airport by her hair. 5 hours later. The wind was biting at the frozen lake in the dead of night. Lin Manxue, dressed in thin clothes, was held down by Zhou Shiyan at the edge of an ice hole. Don't you like the frozen lake very much? Didn't you say that winter swimming is good for people? Then today I'll let you enjoy it properly. Let you taste the pain that Xingwan once suffered. Her makeup was ruined by crying, and her eyes were red and swollen. Please. I know I was wrong. I won't dare to do it again. Dare? When you forced Xingwan to winter swim, why didn't you say you didn't dare? If it weren't for you, my child wouldn't have died. If it weren't for you letting Xingwan winter swim, she wouldn't have completely lost faith in me. Zhou Shiyan gripped the back of her neck. Lin Manxue screamed and struggled, but he pushed her into the ice lake. He stood on the shore, his eyes cold. Enjoy it. This is what you deserve. I want you to taste the pain Xingwan once endured. The police are coming soon. The amount of jewelry you brought to the airport is enough to put you in jail. The sound of police sirens grew closer, but Zhou Shiyan seemed not to hear it. He turned and walked into the darkness. He knew that this revenge had only just begun. After returning home, Zhou Shiyan went to Lin Manxue's apartment and turned on the computer. He uploaded all the evidence of Lin Manxue's embezzlement of public funds to the internet. He wanted Lin Manxue to pay 100-fold for what she had done. After dealing with Lin Manxue's affairs, Zhou Shiyan pushed open the door of his house. The slippers in the entrance were still arranged as I had left them. He staggered into the living room, where my favorite cup was placed on the coffee table. He murmured, Xingwan, have you really left me? Do you really not want me anymore? Only silence answered him. His fingers stroked the cup, as if he could still feel my warmth. He emptied one bottle of whiskey after another from the liquor cabinet, but he felt more and more awake. Awake enough to remember how he had held my head under the ice in the lake that day. Awake enough to remember my pale face as I lay on the operating table. He grabbed a bottle and smashed it against the wall. Why? Why did you leave me? I said I would make up for it. I would make up for everything. Xingwan, why did you leave without a word? Why didn't you even give me a chance to atone? Shards of glass cut his palm, but he felt no pain. The dosage of sleeping pills increased day by day, but the nightmares became clearer and clearer. In his dreams, Xingwan stood in the middle of the frozen lake, looking at him coldly. Zhou Shiyan, you deserve it. He woke up with a start, his pajamas soaked in cold sweat. Our wedding photo was on the bedside table, my smile as gentle as moonlight. I'm sorry, I really know I was wrong. Xingwan, where can I find you? He grabbed the photo, tears falling uncontrollably onto the glass frame. But the only thing in the room was the echo of his crying, and the floor full of wine bottles and medicine boxes. Nothing else. He began to hallucinate, always feeling that I was still at home. He heard the sound of chopping vegetables coming from the kitchen. He rushed in, but only saw an empty stove. He frantically searched every room. Xingwan, come out. I know you're here. After tossing and turning all night, he finally collapsed on the floor of the master bedroom, crying like a child. I met Lu Chenzhou, my university classmate and my best friends, on the plane to Paris. I used to be a law student. But then I met Zhou Shiyan. He said he wanted me to spend more time with him, so I decisively quit my job and returned home. I looked down at his business card, my fingertips trembling slightly. Lu Chenzhou said he had seen me at a debate competition. We were opponents, and he was very impressed with me. I said I didn't have the same drive I used to. After chatting, he learned of my experiences. He then said, "Xingwan, I know you are very talented. I happen to have a law firm in Paris. Maybe you can give it a try." So, I decided to pick up my dream again. Lu Chenzhou's law firm was not big, but the atmosphere was good. He patiently helped me familiarize myself with the work and involved me in case discussions. I was like a parched sponge, frantically absorbing knowledge. 6 months later, I passed the UK bar exam. Lu Chenzhou celebrated for me, his eyes gentle as he raised his glass. "Xingwan, you are more resilient than I thought. I was right about you, you should be in the spotlight." Listening to his words, I felt both gratified and bitter. I once gave up everything for someone who wasn't worth it. Fortunately, Lu Chenzhou gave me a chance, and I firmly grasped it. Lu Chenzhou pushed the door open, holding a file in his hand. "New case, are you interested?" Time passed quietly, and my relationship with Lu Chenzhou grew closer. He was not only my mentor, but also a pillar in my life. Whenever I felt lost in the shadows of the past, he would always encourage me in a gentle tone. "You've come so far, don't look back." We worked on cases together and discussed legal provisions together. We even shared a bowl of hot instant noodles in the office late at night. His presence made me feel at ease, and it also helped me gradually rediscover the self that was once full of dreams. One evening, Lu Chenzhou handed me an invitation. "There's an international law forum next month. I'd like to take you with me." I took the invitation, my heart racing. This was a height I had never imagined, and it was also proof of my fresh start. "Thank you, Chenzhou," I said softly. He smiled, his eyes gentle. "You deserve this, your efforts have conquered everyone. Everyone in the firm voted in favor of you. Just when I thought I would never meet Zhou Shiyan again in this lifetime. Fate is so cruel." The day before the International Law Forum, I sat in a cafe, watching the messages constantly popping up on my phone. Zhou Shiyan didn't know how he got my number. He had been sending me messages with different numbers these past few days, calling from domestic to international, from morning to night. "Xingwan, please answer the phone. I know I was wrong, please come back. I searched all the hospitals, why isn't there a medical record of you? I also searched all the hotels, and there's no record of you either. Xingwan, if you never want to see me again, will I really never find you?" The last one was sent at 3 in the morning. I stood at Ice Lake all night, and finally I know how cold you were that day. I sipped my coffee, bitterness spreading on my tongue. Then, I turned around and threw myself into the preparations for the International Law Forum. Zhou Shiyan had been in Paris for 3 months, searching for me in vain. That day he stared at the computer screen, his fingers trembling slightly. The homepage of the law forum prominently displayed my photo. I stood on the podium, wearing a neat suit, my smile confident and dazzling. The title read, Chinese-American Lawyer Shen Xingwan. The Transformation from Housewife to Legal Elite. He clicked on the video and saw me talking eloquently, my eyes firm and bright. Suddenly, the screen switched to the audience. A handsome man stood up and applauded for me. We smiled at each other, tacitly understanding. Zhou Shiyan slammed the computer shut, his chest heaving violently. He grabbed his car keys and headed straight to the forum venue. "Xingwan, I've finally found you. Who is the man next to you? What right does he have to be with you?" He stopped me at the entrance of the venue. I looked at him indifferently. "Zhou Shiyan, my affairs are none of your business. We're over." He grabbed my clothes. "Over? You think changing a man can erase our past? We've been together for 10 years. Our 10th anniversary is just around the corner. You think I can't meddle in your affairs?" His touch disgusted me. My eyes turned cold, and I shook off his hand. "Past? Are you referring to you forcing me to do winter swimming, or forcing me to have an abortion, or locking me outside on the balcony for Lin Manxue? Or blatantly having an affair with Lin Manxue in my own house in front of me. Your still married wife. He was speechless for a moment, his face turning pale. I know I was wrong. It was all because of Lin Manxue. I know her true colors now. She deliberately instigated everything. She just wanted to see us argue and divorce, so she could take our money. I've already punished her. I scoffed. You know you were wrong? Then remember this regret well. You deserve it. Just then Lu Qinzhou walked over. He naturally put his arm around my shoulder. Xingwan, we should go. Zhou Shiyan's eyes instantly turned sinister. Who exactly is he? Is he your new lover? Did you start looking for a new lover as soon as you left me? Xinwanqing, can you honestly say you were faithful to me? Lu Qinzhou stepped forward, blocking me from him. That's our private business. It's none of your concern. Zhou Shiyan slammed the table. None of my concern? She's my wife. Ex-wife. And you're the one who destroyed your marriage. Zhou Shiyan's face was pale. What do you understand? We had 10 years of relationship. Relationship? When you forced her to do winter swimming, did you think about the relationship? When she had an abortion for you, did you think about the relationship? When you hurt her and forced her to leave her hometown and come all the way to Paris alone, did you think about the relationship? Mr. Zhou, I think the only person you love is yourself. Zhou Shiyan's face was pale, his fists clenched so tightly that they cracked. Xingwan is doing very well now. Please don't bother her anymore. Zhou Shiyan blocked him. What right do you have to make decisions for her? You think you can give her happiness? We were together for 10 years. Those 10 years are real. No one can replace them. I don't believe she will forget. Lu Qinzhou interrupted him. At least, I wouldn't let her nearly drown in a frozen lake. With that he hugged me and left. Zhou Shiyan stood there, watching our backs disappear into the crowd. A few days later, Lu Qinzhou and I were discussing a case in the law firm. Zhou Shiyan stood outside the law firm, staring at us with a deadly gaze. I sat next to him, discussing the case enthusiastically. And Lu Qinzhou next to me, looked at me with a gratified expression. Xingwan, you are really hardworking. The day we reunited on the plane, I couldn't imagine that we would have the opportunity to sit together and discuss cases like this. Lu Qinzhou's voice was filled with a loving smile. I patted him on the shoulder. Don't we have the opportunity now? It's like we've been standing together from college until now. Zhou Shiyan stood outside the law firm, his eyes like frozen ice. He had never seen me smile like that. No, Zhou Shiyan had seen it in the beginning. But ever since Lin Manxue came along, I was always unhappy and never smiled in front of him. Even after I became pregnant and had a child. My mood was still low, and my whole person was gloomy. The seeds of jealousy took root and sprouted in his heart. After discussing the case, I said goodbye to Lu Qinzhou and said I was going to the restroom. As soon as I opened the restroom door, a handkerchief soaked in medicine covered my mouth and nose. When I woke up, I found myself locked in a dim room, my hands and feet tied to the bed. Zhou Shiyan sat on the opposite sofa, his eyes gloomy. Xingwan, why are you with him? Do you know how jealous I am when I see you smiling at him? I won't allow you to do this. I looked at him with disdain. Zhou Shiyan, are you crazy? Do you know that what you're doing is a crime? Let me go before the police arrive. He stood up and gently stroked my face with his fingers. I'm not crazy, you know. Xingwan, I'm so jealous when I see you smiling at others. You are my wife, we've been married for 10 years. I can't tolerate you being with other men. I won't allow it, it's unfair to me. I backed away, his touch disgusted me. We're already divorced. Who I'm with has nothing to do with you. He laughed wildly, it was a little creepy. Has nothing to do with me. Xingwan, I'm telling you, you are my wife. I said no, so you can't leave me. No one is worthy of being with you except me. I sneered. Wife. Zhou Shiyan, you destroyed our marriage with your own hands long ago. When you asked me to go ice swimming in the frozen lake, why didn't you say I was your wife? When you made me live on the balcony, why didn't you say I was your wife? You hurt me so many times. Do you think I'll forgive you with your light and casual, I'm your wife? Zhou Shiyan, as if he were crazy, suddenly took out a knife. Will I never be able to pay it back? As soon as the words fell, he took the knife and slashed it hard into his stomach. Blood splattered, spraying onto my face. I screamed in fright. Zhou Shiyan, you're crazy, you're really crazy. But he seemed particularly calm. Xingwan, I owe you a child, I'll repay it with my own stomach. One knife is not enough, I can do it a second, a third, a fourth until you are satisfied. After saying that, he suddenly stepped forward and wanted to hug me. I struggled hard and backed away. The wound on Zhou Shiyan's stomach was bleeding profusely, as if it couldn't be stopped. Blood splashed on the bed, on my neck, and on my face. The room was filled with the smell of blood. I was extremely scared. I wanted to struggle. I didn't believe that fate was so unfair to me. Just as I used up all my strength and was ready to fight to the death, the door of the room was suddenly kicked open, and the sunlight outside poured in. The blood inside was horrifying. Lu Qinzhou came in with the police. Let her go. Why can't you let her go? All her pain was brought by you. You'll only make her remember the past pain. Zhou Shiyan interrupted him. You think you can take her away? You think you can make her happy without me? Lu Qinzhou did not back down. Mr. Zhou, your behavior is illegal detention, and the police have sufficient evidence. I guarantee with my career that you will go to prison. Taking advantage of Zhou Shiyan's lack of reaction, I broke free from his restraint. I ran towards Lu Qinzhou. He didn't mind the blood on me and opened his arms to welcome me. Xingwan, I will never leave you alone again. Everything is over. This time I swear to you. Zhou Shiyan will spend the rest of his life in prison. Your nightmare is about to end. Zhou Shiyan watched me hide in Lu Qinzhou's arms and suddenly laughed. Xingwan, can we really not go back? Now you've already chosen someone else's arms. I didn't want to see him, leaving only a back view. Zhou Shiyan, we ended a long time ago. If you had woken up earlier, you could still live with guilt. But now you've cut off your own path. What you've done is enough for you to stay in prison for the rest of your life. After hearing this, Zhou Shiyan smiled bitterly and got into the police car without struggling. He knew that this time, he had completely lost me. A few days later, the coffee shop outside the law firm. The waiter handed me today's newspaper. The headline was the news of the Zhou Group's bankruptcy. In the accompanying picture, Zhou Shiyan stood at the door of the court, his eyes terrifyingly empty. Lu Qinzhou walked to my side and said softly, "You did it." I looked at him, a warm current surging in my heart. "Because you're here." He was slightly stunned, then smiled. "Let's walk together from now on?" "Okay." I nodded and held his hand. This time, I was no longer alone.